Hello, hello, and welcome to today's webinar. We are coming live to you for how to go from exhausted to energized in 4 simple steps. And I'm Amy Rubicki, and I'm so happy that you are joining us. I have some great information for you. I want to be able to simplify it and help you be able to implement it easily into your life. So we're going to start in just a few minutes. We're going to let a few more people jump on the call here. And then so while we're waiting, if you'd like to close out any social media, maybe silence your cell phone, grab a pen and paper so that you have something to take notes with. But I want you to really try to be present at this time, really give yourself this time to give to yourself and really try not to be multitasking while you're listening through this. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Before that, if you have any questions, you can type them in the chat box. And at the end of the presentation, I will be sure to answer every question for you. So here we go. Okay, today we're talking about how to go from exhausted to energized in 4 simple steps. And that's even if it doesn't seem possible right now, and it may not. So here I am. I'm a certified health and life coach and the founder of Simply Natural Coaching. And I empower women to make themselves a priority. And I try to help them do that without guilt and sacrifice so they can find balance from their busyness and create calm out of their chaos and bring more energy and peace and joy to their lives. And it's through my transformational coaching method that I help them create new habits that turn into behaviors that will last. And I like to say they become simply natural. So in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to show you how to, these 4 steps that I've coached and taught literally hundreds of women now, how to slow down, to become more energized, and to make themselves a priority. And so I've used these myself, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. So here's a few things that I'm going to show you how to. I'm going to show you how to go from feeling like your life is out of control to feeling at peace. To truly have energy and feel rested at the same time. So 2 for 1. And I'm going to show you how to make time for yourself to do the things that you love most. And to spend time with your loved ones free from distractions. So my promise to you is that these steps will bring you more energy and peace into your life. There's nothing for sale. But I would love to give you a gift at the end. If you can stick around to the end, I promise you it's worth your while. I have something to offer you. So this masterclass is for you if right now you feel exhausted all the time. If you can relate to this, where you feel exhausted, you never have energy, and just feel drained. If you feel like you're spread thin, so maybe you're all in pieces. You're not a whole person all the time. If you wear too many hats, maybe you have too many responsibilities and you're trying to be too many different people throughout the day. And maybe you never have time for yourself. So this class is for if you want to know how to create calm out of your chaos. That sounds so beautiful. So this class is for you if you want to feel rested and refreshed when you wake up every day. And if you want to have energy throughout your entire day, none of those highs and lows, just consistent, good energy. And if you want to have time for yourself to do what you love. And you want to feel present with the ones that you love. This class is for if you want to have it all without sacrificing what you desire. Okay, I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I'd like to know, does this sound like you? Are you rushing everywhere and have trouble slowing down? Think about your day to day. And were you buzzing around all over the place and really never sat down, slowed down, took a breath? Okay, so if that's you, you're in the right place. And if you're sacrificing what you really desire, always doing something for someone else. Again, think about your day, even just today. How many other people did you take care of before you took care of yourself? And maybe you haven't even taken care of yourself yet. And maybe you feel drained and you have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. You may even feel stressed, like you're trying to keep your head just above the surface of the water, almost as if you stop moving, you might just sink. You may feel worn out or overwhelmed. And you may feel distracted and never present in anything you're doing. So you resort to multitasking to get anything done in your day. So I believe the real problem is you're just missing the right steps. So I believe once you take these steps, you will be able to have more energy and less stress. And you'll be able to slow down and be present in every moment. You'll be able to honor yourself as well as your commitments. And you'll be able to tune into your passions and really nourish yourself. So this class is not for you. If you would rather continue making excuses and living in chaos instead of finding relief. Because I believe you need to have a desire to change, a willingness to try something new, and a motivation to follow through. So how badly do you really want it? How tired are you feeling the way that you do right now? And are you ready for relief? So these 4 steps will bring you more energy, they'll bring you more peace, and the freedom to choose to live with calm every day. And I'm going to walk you exactly through how to do these 4 steps. I'm going to simplify it for you. I do know how you feel. I've been in your shoes, and everything I just described to you, I can relate to. Before I became a coach, I was actually teaching health and wellness for 30 years. So when I first began out of college, I taught adults in group fitness and personal training, and I had multiple classes every day and multiple clients and was very busy. And then I switched to teaching students, K through 12, PE and health, as well as I was coaching athletics. So I was always very busy, super stressed, and I never had time for myself. And I often resorted to multitasking to get things done. So I felt like I never had enough time to do things. I had too much to do, and I had really struggled with relaxing. And then I chose a different path. I decided I wanted to leave teaching and find a different path, and I wanted to work with adults again. And over the 30 years, I had come to the conclusion that habits are the root of all of our behaviors. And I wanted to learn how to help people create habit change. But I didn't know how to do that yet. So what do we do now when we want to have an answer? We Google it. So I Googled habit change. And I found an institution that I could take courses online. And over the internet, I did my training. And I really set out to try to help others change their lives. And I transformed my own. Because each week I was coached by other students as well as coaches teaching the certification training. And I uncovered all kinds of habits that I had created over a lifetime that I didn't even realize. So I learned how to do new things, and I learned how to think differently. And I even started to believe new things about myself. So it was quite a transformation over 6 months. And so now I am able to do the same thing with my clients in a shorter period of time. So I've used these 4 steps that I'm going to teach you today to make myself the priority and to bring balance into my busyness. So I still can try to accomplish a lot of things, but there's a better balance, so I'm not worn out, and I'm sleeping, and I have good energy, and I can create calm out of my chaos. So sometimes things do get crazy, but I'm able to stay calm. And I'm going to teach you how to do that today. So now, this is me. Now I make my own schedule and I make time for self-care every day. I'm a morning person, so I particularly like to do my movement in the morning. And I have energy all day long, and I live in a healthy balance and with healthy balance and boundaries. And I'm going to teach you those things today. So I live in the present, and I'm free from distractions, and I'm able to enjoy spending time with people in my life and really enjoy being with them. Here's my husband, David, and our 2 boys, Hershey and Wrigley. So here we go. We're going to dive right in. Here's the 4 steps. Starting with number 1, clearing clutter. So we're going to talk about how to clear clutter from your environment and your schedule. Both really important. Most of us can relate to this. We have very full lives, and our schedule's overflowing with commitments. Think about your schedule just this week and how many commitments you have on it. The problem is, when we have too much clutter, we have no room for ourselves. So we're going to talk about how to resolve that. We are distracted. We're often stressed, and we resort to multitasking to get things done. So how do we get started on clearing clutter? I'm going to break this down really simple. The first thing is we need to take a look at our environment. So think about where you live, and is there a space in your home that is cluttered? And it could be, it just needs to be organized, or it could be that things need to be taken out and either thrown out or given away or donated. But clearing a space, having a clear environment is super important for the next steps. Could be your kitchen. You may have things that need to be purged, that are tempting you or outdated, or just need organization. So hopefully something comes right to mind. I know with me, it was my office. And if my office starts to get cluttered, that's the first thing I do. I declutter it before I can go on to get my day going. Okay, so first step is to look at our environment and start decluttering it. Simple things. The second area is we need to look at our schedule. So have we overcommitted ourselves? Have we said yes to too many things? Is there something that someone else could help us with? So think about your schedule. What is something that you could ask for help on? You could reschedule. You could delegate to somebody else, or you could simply say you're not able to do it and make some time for yourself in that space. Okay? Okay, so why is it so important to clear clutter? Well, we have to get rid of the old furniture to make room for the new. So when we clear out the old furniture, it gives us more room. And it frees up space and time for us to do the things we love. So thinking about your environment and your schedule, and if they're too cluttered, once you clear some space there, now you have time for new things. And so what can you expect when you clear clutter? Here's some things I think you'll notice. First, we reduce stress, anxiety, and worry, and we allow ourselves to gain more clarity. It's amazing when we do these 2 simple steps with our environment and our schedule, how much stress and anxiety it reduces, and how clear things start to look. We also free up our mind, and we can see what's been getting in our way. So like I shared with you, once I saw things differently, I recognized what things had been getting in my way. And that's what clearing clutter can do for you. So then we can begin to implement new things into our life because now there's room for them. So whether it's on your schedule or in your space, clearing clutter is super helpful. So this is one of my clients, Donna, and she said every decision, big or small, will take you either closer to your goal or further away. So think about that when you're clearing clutter this week. All right, step 2 is get moving. So this is to find a way to move that's easy, safe, and enjoyable, and you can do it every day. Okay? So most people don't move enough, and we probably can relate to this quite often here. We're on devices, we're in front of the TV, we drive everywhere, we're very sedentary people, so we're not moving enough. And lack of movement contributes to poor health in our body, our mind, and our spirit. So how do we get started moving? Okay, we're going to simplify this too. First thing is to choose an activity we are familiar with that can be easily implemented into our lives. And the reason I say that is because if you don't have to learn something new, and you can do it pretty much anywhere, you don't need a membership or any special equipment, it's much easier for you to start doing it. Less resistance. So very familiar, something easy to do, and you can do it every day, pretty much wherever you are. Then choose a time that's best for us. And I say that because we always do what's most pleasurable. Write that down if you have pen and paper. We always do what's most pleasurable. So if we're not a morning person, that would not be the best time for us to say we're going to start to plan on getting moving. So think of your day and when it's most likely that you're going to follow through with get moving. Again, trying to really make it easy for you to implement these steps. Okay, so why is movement so important? Well, there's lots of reasons. Here's a few. One is that it gets our blood flowing, raises our heart rate, so strengthens our heart, strengthens our bones and muscles, and it keeps us fit and prevents disease. So many great things from movement. It's also a great way to connect our body, mind, and spirit. And I love to do movement outside for that reason. And you get the fresh air, the sunshine. You feel very connected with the earth around you. And when we feel this way, we're very much open to giving to others and receiving as well. Very much more whole. So what happens when we get moving? Well, some great things. First, we feel better, both physically and mentally, and we have a sense of well-being. We often can improve our mood. We can reduce anxiety, stress, and depression. Lots of great things from movement. This is amazing. When we get moving, we are often motivated to follow through in other areas of our life. That's that sense of well-being. Better attitude makes us want to follow through in other areas of our life. So my morning movement gives me more energy and it allows me to focus better and not feel restless throughout my day. I love to move in the morning. All right, step 3, honoring our yes and no. This really means making ourselves a priority. So most people say yes to everyone else and they say no to themselves. That may sound familiar. So this can often lead to feeling like our life is out of our control and we don't feel as important as others. Our self-worth could be affected and even our self-esteem. So how do we get started honoring our yes and no? Well, first, we choose something to do for ourselves this week. So what is it you want to do for yourself this week? I know I had a massage. That's one thing I did for me this week. Then decide when we'll do it, okay, what it is, when we'll do it, and then put it on our calendar. So once we've done that, we've made a commitment to ourselves. So we have put ourselves first. Try it. Then decide what we'll say no to this week. So thinking about maybe something that you didn't really want to do in the first place and that you said yes to, or you felt like you had to do, or somebody just told you to do it, and decide you're going to say no to it this week. Make that decision, let them know. Not going to do that. So why is honoring your yes and no so important? Well, it helps us set healthy boundaries. And so putting these things in place can help us in so many other areas of our life. It gives us the freedom to live in alignment with ourselves. So how we really want to live, who we are, and what we really want to do. Gives us that freedom. And when we say yes to ourselves and no to other people and things, it's amazing that things that you say no to that are not contributing to your well-being, how that can give you a sense of happiness. So being able to do this, we really can say yes to ourselves, no to other people and things that are really not serving us very well, not contributing to our well-being, our hopes, our dreams, not adding to our lives. What can we expect when we honor our yes and no? Well, we make ourselves a priority. It becomes easier to say no. So once you start doing this, it'll be easier to say no to things that you just know are not going to bring you that joy and that peace. And it's okay to say no to them. You'll be more okay with it because you'll remember how great you felt when you said yes to yourself and did something for yourself. And we reduce stress and anxiety and can live with more joy and more peace. All right, number 4, to be conscious of our breath throughout the day and aware of the effect it has on our energy, stress, and mood. Just breathe. Sounds simple. Let's simplify it. Okay, so most people often hold their breath during the day and don't even realize it. I know I didn't. I did not even realize that I was holding my breath. And once I did, I didn't want to do that anymore. I like the way it feels when I'm breathing. So not breathing fully, it actually slows your metabolism. It holds in stress, fogs our thinking, and it contributes to poor health in multiple ways. How do we get started? Breathing more fully. All right, so we implement the 5-5-7 breathing technique into our day. And this is what I used when I was actually teaching that last year, and I was in my training, and I was still teaching PE. I would use this breathing technique when I would feel stress coming on from whatever was happening in the classroom. So I'm going to teach you how to do this today. Fun fact, it only takes 2 minutes to completely relax when you use this technique. So if you really want to fully relax, you could really do this for 2 minutes and find it very beneficial. We're going to just do a couple cycles, but I want you to experience it. So here's how it works. We're going to breathe in for a 5 count, hold for a 5 count, and exhale for a 7 count. You would repeat it 10 times if you were trying to fully relax. So if you're able to, put your feet flat on the floor. Maybe put your hands out on your thighs. You can turn them up or down, whichever is more comfortable. If you're able to close your eyes, close your eyes. I'm going to count for you, so all you really need to do is focus on your breathing. So you're going to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Here we go. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, you can go back to breathing normally. And just notice how you feel right now. If it was already kind of relaxing a little bit more. If you were to do that 8 more times for a set of 10, how you could fully relax. All right, why is it important to breathe fully? Well, some really cool things happen when you breathe fully. First, we can relieve our stress and we improve our circulation. So better blood flow. And we become more mindful of our body and how breathing increases our energy. This is one thing I really noticed. You get more energy from breathing fully. Get that oxygen all the way into your body. So what happens when you breathe more fully? Some things you might notice are you can create calm during your chaos. So this is what I noticed. I would actually go through the breathing. You don't have to close my eyes and sit and be all calm that way. I could actually just focus on my breathing and completely be functioning in my day and feel more calm while things were kind of chaotic around me. So fabulous. And fun fact, we metabolize our food better. So if you breathe in between your bites, obviously once you've chewed your food and swallowed it, take a full breath in and a full exhale. Actually increase the blood flow like we talked about, and that helps us metabolize our food better. So you're actually a better fat burner just by breathing more fully. And we can reduce stress anytime and anywhere, like I shared with you how I used it. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, in traffic, driving, you can help yourself relieve that stress anytime, anywhere. All right, so the 4 steps that we've gone through to go from exhausted to energized are clear clutter, get moving, honor our yes and no, and just breathe. So what's next? What if you're concerned about following through on your own and you'd like to help implementing these steps? Here's how we can make that happen. Remember at the beginning, I told you I had a gift for you. Well, your gift is a free Healthy Life Fresh Start session with me. We do this session on the phone, and we are doing this because we want to help you get the results that you want right now. So we don't want you to be frustrated or challenged or give up. We want you to be able to be successful right now. And this session is for you if you want a fresh start. So you are tired of the way things are going. You really want to get some help get going and start heading in a different direction with your health and or your life. So a fresh start. And the session is for you if you have trouble following through on your own. So if you need that support and accountability, this session is really going to help you with that. And the session is for you if you are ready to take control of your life. So you're tired of the way things have been going, you'd like to get back in the driver's seat. And you're willing to try new things and be stretched beyond your current experience. So what you've done now hasn't been working, it's not the results you want. So trying new things, being stretched beyond your current experience, the session is for you. If you're ready to invest in yourself to get the results you want, put some time and energy into you, making you the priority. And this session's for you if you're done making excuses. No more reasons why you can't make yourself a priority and do these things for yourself and have the health and the life that you want. So during this session, it's going to be on the phone. We're going to talk about your life and the challenges or struggles that you face. And then we're going to create a vision for what you truly desire for your health and your life. It's all about you. What do you really desire? We're going to talk about that. And then we're going to uncover what's keeping you stuck where you are right now. Why have you not had success on resolving these things, these challenges or struggles? What's keeping you there? And then we're going to set up the conditions in your life for you to successfully follow through so that you're going to know what you need to do or what you can do. And we're going to get crystal clear on the steps to take to successfully create the health and the life you really want. So we're going to have clear steps on how to get from where you are to where you want to be. No questions. So the space is limited, so I'd love to have you apply right now, and I'd love to be able to help you create the healthy life that you really want, give yourself a fresh start. You really deserve it. So I'm going to